Okay, it's literally like 2 in the morning right now, and I just like can't stop thinking about how awesome this movie is. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so Finding Dory is the sequel to Finding Nemo, of course, in case you didn't know already. It's directed by Andrew Stanton and Angus MacLane. It came out on June 17th of 2016. It stars none other than the Ellen DeGeneres, my favorite person in the whole entire universe. She's just like so kind-hearted and so loving, and her just like big message all the time is be kind to one another. I strive to do, even though I'm a little savage sometimes and a little sassy. So great, so great. Ellen's amazing. So let's talk about my thoughts before I saw the movie. I love Ellen and I loved Finding Nemo, and so I was so excited to see what they were gonna do with Finding Dory. In the beginning, I kind of like wanted all the old characters to be there again, and then like the movie, like it was different and it was just great and everything's so good, everything's so good. Then the short before the movie, Piper, the animation is phenomenal. And for those of you guys that don't know, Pixar likes to use their shorts as a test of new mediums in the animation industry. So whether it's new animation that's testing out a comic book kind of feel, kind of like Paperman, or maybe a watercolor kind of feel, they're just trying to test new mediums and break new ground with animation. Piper kind of hits in the medium of realistic, like documentary style animation of animals and birds doing things that birds normally do, but in a super like cute way, and it's like things that you would only see in like a documentary, but done in a fun, cartoony, playful way. And the message within the short kind of has a similar message parallel to what Finding Dory tries to get across. There's more than one way to get something done, and one way is not always the only way. So the animation in Finding Dory is also super duper awesome. I got to watch a double feature of Finding Nemo and then Finding Dory right afterwards. So it was really cool to see the animation from Finding Nemo progress as I got to see Finding Dory right after. They've gotten so much better with animating in water, not like they already weren't before, but like it literally felt like you're inside an aquarium, inside an ocean, inside the water with the characters. Okay, and then the music, oh my gosh, the music is similar, brings back that nostalgic feel to get you to catch the feels, because Pixar's really good at that. Every time I hear Finding Nemo music and now Finding Dory music, you can't help but think like that's literally the tune that plays throughout the ocean. And so Finding Dory does this really cool thing, kind of like playing the prequel card a little bit. What happened with Dory in the past? Dory and Nemo and Marlin, and it just goes a year later and then you're in the story. Because Monsters University was good and it was a really good prequel, but sequels are so good because you have that ability to take the characters that everyone knows, progress forward, and see what else everyone is doing. Because they capture pieces that you didn't really know existed. We get to learn pieces about Dory's past. So kind of like a prequel, everything's progressing forward, new things are happening. Really perfect way to tackle this movie. They make a lot of nods to the old characters. We get to see some familiar faces, but then we get to see so many new faces, so many new characters. Albert Brooks comes back as Marlin. There is a new voice for Nemo. They matched him so well that you kind of don't even notice. Which, speaking of Nemo, Nemo is so sassy and savage in this movie, you will love him so much. And then the dad from American Pie, which is really funny, plays Dory's dad, and Diane Keaton plays Dory's mom. Ed O'Neill plays Hank the Septopus. Ty Burrell plays Bailey the Beluga Whale. Every character has their own quirk and little niche. You're just falling in love with all brand new Pixar characters, and you're like, I want to buy all those plushes and t-shirts and all the merchandise in the world. The story, it's complex, it's original, it's creative, well written, perfect storyline, perfect formula down to a science of we're gonna throw in everything that's perfect. We throw in perfect music and perfect nostalgic pieces and perfect characters and perfect stories to make you feel everything and feel all the emotions all at once, and then you just want to curl up in a ball and cry all day because you're just so in love with Pixar. Because same. There's a couple different messages that are brought in through Finding Dory. One of the big messages that I like is just that there's more than one way to do things. Everyone has different ways to tackle problems or situations. The way that she remembers things isn't the same way that Marlin remembers things. She swims and gets around and travels isn't the way that Hank the octopus swims around and travels, and your strengths can help other people's weaknesses. Everyone has strengths and everyone has weaknesses, and it just nods to that so well. Because whether maybe you have a gimpy fin, or you have a memory loss problem, or you're missing your 8th tentacle and you're now a septopus, you can still be a beautiful, functioning piece of society and connect with the world in your own unique way. And there was tears everywhere. Happy tears, and there's sad tears, and there's joyful tears, and there's just tears because it's Pixar tears, because why aren't I gonna cry? Because the animation's so great and the music's so amazing and everything's so great. There's literally tears everywhere, and I think me and everyone in the theater cried 5 times. The movie's just seriously so awesome. And of course there is the ever so popular Pixar Easter eggs that we get to find in every single movie. A113, the Pizza Planet truck. Pretty sure I found who John Ratzenberger was voicing, and I don't want to spoil any of them for you, but yeah, just be on the lookout. Finding Dory is one of those sequels that surpasses the original. It's not that Finding Nemo was bad, but it's so amazing, so beautiful, so perfect. And I honestly think this is Pixar's best movie. Which takes me to my next point, that Finding Dory is the best Pixar movie. It even is better than Toy Story 3. Gasp! It hits you in the feels so hard, you just want to go down and hug all the characters, but you literally can't hug any of the characters, not even in Disney park, because they're all fish, but you'd want to buy them, but that's really not okay. You shouldn't buy poor aquarium fish that get used for pets. Because did you see Finding Nemo? I could go on about this movie for days on end, which is kind of what I've been doing with my coworkers and my friends and my family. The reason I've watched it twice already, and I'm probably gonna watch it 2 more times at least. Just want to give a big shout out and thank you to John Lasseter, slaying the game and slaying the Pixar company. Ellen DeGeneres, you're so awesome at voicing Dory, pushing Pixar so hard and saying, I want to do this movie, please do this movie, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And thank you to all of Pixar, because it is seriously the greatest movie ever. But make sure you stay after the credits, because you will see some more familiar faces that you will say, make your heart scream in excitement. Go out, watch Finding Dory, hug your parents, hug every single human around you in the theater, and then go watch it again, because Finding Dory slays. And if you liked my review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Just share it to your friends so they can celebrate with me, because I seriously love this movie so much. I bought merchandise at the theater the other day. I love this movie a lot. A lot. And with that being said, I'll see you all real soon.